Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Youthman. If you're into home theater, audio, or video, consider subscribing to this channel, as well as hit that bell notification so that you'll be notified when the next video drops. Over the weekend, I invited a new audio friend over to my home to demo and hear the new Klipsch RF7 version 3s, as well as the RC64 version 3, and also the SVS Ultra Tower speakers. But tonight we're heading to his house to check out his system. He's got an incredible setup that I want to check out, as well as he's hooking me up with a pair of Klipsch in-ceiling speakers that I'll be using for Dolby Atmos. So I thought I'd bring you guys along to go check out his system. So let's do it. All right guys, so we're here at Nelson's house. Man, he's got an incredible setup. I want to give you kind of a tour of his room. Okay, his room is about 16 feet by 17 feet with 8-foot ceilings. So I'm going to walk you around the room. So he's got one row of seating here in his primary listening position. So these are theater seats. I'll show you those in a second. Over here he's got a side couch. Let's just kind of walk around the room. Let's go up to the rack. Okay, he's got this sweet rack. Everything's being powered by a Marantz 7703. It's a Dolby Atmos as well as an Auro-3D processor. To the left over here is an Oppo 203 Blu-ray player. Below that is an Emotiva XPA7. It's a Generation 2. It's 200 watts by 7. Down here on the bottom we've got a couple of Panamax conditioners, line conditioners, and surge protectors. And to the right of that is an Emotiva XPA5. It's a Generation 3. It's 250 watts by 5. This thing is a beast. Okay, let's go through his speakers. Over here on the left he has an SVS PB16 Ultra. Now this monster of a sub has a 16-inch driver, a 1500 watt RMS amp, 5000 peak. It'll hit as low as 15 hertz, and it weighs a ridiculous 174.5 pounds. This thing is an absolute monster. Not only does he have one SVS PB16, this dude has two of them. So there's one over here in the second corner. His main speakers are the Klipsch RF82, the original versions. He's hoping to upgrade to Klipsch's newest RF7 version 3s to match his RC64 version 3 center channel. Okay, so for surrounds, he has 6 Reference Premier RP 160s. So you'll see one back here, one up top, one here, one here, and then over on the opposite side, the same thing, one up top and one below. And for his Atmos speakers, he has Klipsch CDT 5800C in-ceiling speakers. So he has 2 in the rear, and he has 1 in the center. His plans are to replace the CDT series with the Klipsch Pro series in-ceiling speakers, and he's going to be mounting 6 of those. Okay, here's a view from the other side of the room. So for those of you guys that don't have a huge, massive, dedicated home theater space, don't tell me you can't put together an incredible setup. Nelson has an absolute top-notch, premier home theater right here in his living room. As you can see, he's got dedicated theater chairs here. His seating has some really cool LED lighting in the cup holders, but they also recline. Check that out, baby. Boom. How'd you like to be laying down right in front of that? And for his display, he's got a 75-inch Sony 4K LCD TV. And check out this media rack. Nelson has got an absolute vast array of Blu-rays and 4K Ultra HDs. Now we know why Blockbuster went out of business. And underneath his RC64 version 3 center channel, he has these really cool RLX acoustic Mopad XL speaker isolation platforms. And what's great about that, they not only decouple the loudspeaker from the rest of the resting surface underneath, it also aims the speaker's tweeter directly at his listening position. Each one of his RP160 rear speakers are held up by the BTEC Ultra Grip Pro loudspeaker wall mounts. Now, I used to use these in my theater room to support some humongous RB35 bookshelf speakers. Now, they're great because they can clamp to the bottom of the speaker in order to help keep it secured. If you angle them downwards like Nelson did, B-Tech highly recommends that you either screw into the sides or to the bottom of the speaker for safety reasons. And for each one of his speakers, he's installed banana plugs as well as wall plugs for a super clean install. He has 2 brands of banana clips that he's using. He's using the same Nakamichi banana clips that I shared in my banana plug video for his surrounds. I'll link to the video in the card above that you can check out. Now, he says these aren't his favorite banana plugs, but they get the job done. For his main speakers and center channel, he's using New Concepts banana plugs. He really likes those. These seem like they're a lot higher quality than the Nakamichi ones. They feel really solid and have a great build quality to them, and they look really sharp too. He's also running heavy 10 gauge wire from Blue Jeans cable. Now, this is a super thick cable with a really nice feel to them. Now, for his subwoofer cables, he also uses Blue Jean cables. Says he really likes these. These are really slick. Now, in a few weeks, SVS will be sending me their sealed version of the PB, which is called the SB16 Ultra. I'll give you a rundown of the specs on them in a future video, as well as how well they perform. Alright, so now that I've given you a tour of his awesome theater, we're going to check out a couple of demos, and then I'll come back right after the demo and let you know what I think about his setup. Alright guys, I have to tell you, this theater is incredible. Not only were the SVS subs amazing, but just the whole surround sound was incredible. He's really got it dialed in. Okay, so the first demo that we went through was from Dunkirk. And he showed me a clip from the very beginning of the movie where they're walking down this, in between these buildings, and then they begin to get shot at. You hear bullets flying from the side surrounds, the top surrounds. Absolutely crazy. For those of you that don't know, Klipsch are very detailed, and these surrounds, man, you heard every shot, every bullet, every time it hit. But what was really crazy and what brought the biggest smile to my face were these 2 subwoofers. Holy cow. When it kicked in, oh my goodness, man, it almost scared me. It was so intense, but it was awesome. It wasn't overbearing, it wasn't too powerful. These things absolutely pressurized this room. Then we went through several scenes that I'm familiar with because I've got this disc, the Dolby Atmos disc. This is a great disc that you can pick up like on eBay, maybe even Amazon. Just look around. These are some great demo discs for you to kind of show off to your friends because you can go through a bunch of them relatively quickly. So we listened to several on this. Absolutely phenomenal. And then we switched to this disc, the 2016 demo disc. Now this is a DTS-X demo disc. And one of the cool ones that he showed me was the Cinematics. Go to YouTube and check out Cinematics. I'll post a link to it in the description below. That's a really cool demo to show off to your friends as well as to yourself. Then the last demo that he showed me, he wanted to kind of highlight the in-ceiling speakers and then the Atmos type sound. And so he pulled out a disc called the 2014 demonstration disc, but this one's utilizing not Atmos, but it's utilizing a format called Auro-3D. Now I'm pretty new to the immersive sound format, so I wasn't really familiar with Aura, but he wanted to get my impressions and my thoughts of it. And the demo clip that he chose to use was from a movie called Rise of the Guardians. Now this was a cool scene, man. Absolutely pretty ridiculous. You literally heard the sound come from the front sound stage. It went straight up to his in-ceiling heights and then kind of panned out to the side heights and side surrounds. It was phenomenal, man. It was the most immersive experience that I've ever had. Now the Auro-3D does come with a price. Apparently you have to buy some software that integrates into your receiver, and so he has the Marantz. He had to purchase a $200 add-on to his Marantz. It's software that installs into the Marantz to give you that aura processing. But I'll be honest, man, it was pretty awesome. Well guys, that's gonna wrap it up, man. I just wanted to invite you into another home theater. I know you've seen my home theater a lot. I've taken you into Dave's home theater. And so I'm hoping over the next several months and years, as I run across other people that have incredible systems, I'd love to take you into their home, because as you look around, you may see things that you like or get some ideas that they've done and say, man, I'd like to do that in my own home, in my 2-channel setup, or in my home theater. And so I know when I was building my home theater, I got a lot of advice and I got a lot of inspiration by looking at other people's home theaters. And so I'm hoping that that's what this will do, especially for those guys that don't have a dedicated theater room. I realize most people don't have a dedicated theater room. I feel I'm extremely blessed to have that. But even if you don't, you can build an incredible home theater right here in your living room with whatever space that you've got. Don't let space limitations discourage you from building a kick butt, no, I won't say that. Gotta be family friendly for YouTube. So don't let space limitations discourage you from building a killer theater. Even guys like myself that have a dedicated theater room, I've got limitations in my room as well. Not everything's gonna be absolutely ideal, but you know what? Use the space that you have and do the best that you can with it, and make a theater that you and your family and your friends can enjoy for years and years to come. Well guys, I hope you enjoy this video. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And as always, you guys be blessed, and we'll catch you in the next video.